Hello, I hope everyone is wonderful and thank you for joining for this video. This is going to be a relaxing the body, relaxing the mind, and we're going to focus on pulling out the lower back. So really focusing on the lower back, which just always is a problem for a lot of people, and it just holds a lot of stuff in it, and we're going to just work on really pulling that out and therefore hopefully relaxing the whole body. Okay, so you don't need anything except for a soft place to lay. I recommend to a warmer room if you have it, or a warmer space. The warmer your body is, the easier to relax. So try not to have it too drafty, or if you need a blanket or something like this to cover yourself with, okay? So let's do it. Okay, so we're gonna start on all fours. And I'm going to take this off for now, but I'm going to keep it close by just in case. But we're going to start on all fours. And let's just do some cat and cows. We're going to start breathing and we'll do some cat and cows just to kind of start waking up the lower back and the abdominals. So let's just go ahead and start breathing. As you inhale, you're going to come into cat. And then as you exhale, and really focus slow and controlled on this movement. Try not to sink in the lower back. Still keep the abdominals pulled in. You can kind of put your toes up and lean back, and you'll feel a stretch there as well. And let's inhale. Really push that upper part of your back. Think of filling out that area in this stretch. And release, long exhale. And again. And then let's just take a little child's pose back. Hands in front. And use those heels to keep your hands stretched out. Go ahead and put your forehead to the mat. You can open your legs. A lot of times, child's pose is not comfortable for everyone depending on their body. So I have to open up my legs, then I can really feel a release. And let's take a few breaths here. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And play with your fingertips to kind of feel a stretch under your arms. Nice. And then let's go ahead and take our arms back and just kind of lay them along our sides. Breathing. Nice. And then let's slowly come up and let's lay down on our backs. Just lay down. Relax a little bit. Keep your knees up somewhat. And like I said, come into a comfortable position here. And we're going to start to just roll the pelvis around. Rolling it around. Starting to really focus on that breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's rock side to side. And let's go ahead and place our hands on our abdominals and just kind of press gently. And then I want you to think of rolling that pelvis. And then I want you to rock back and forth using your hands to gently push down. That's going to give you some resistance, but it's going to just help pulling out that lower back. Now let's just rock forward and back. Breathing, inhale, exhale. And as you pull think of imprinting your lower back into the mat, and I want to have your pelvis slightly pulling up and forward. And then let's push forward. Now you'll feel a little space between the floor and your back. And now let's pull back, imprinting, hold, pull those abdominals in, and then forward. This really helps to pull out that lower back. Stay here for a second. You should feel that little space there. And then pull back, pulling that navel to spine, and just hold there, imprinting that lower back into the mat. Breathing and release. And now, if you want to just hold, put your knees together and your feet together, hands by your side, and we're just gonna, this is a very slight movement, but we're gonna keep thinking of our pelvis and our hips glued to the ground, and you're gonna keep a hand on your abdominals, just one or two, whatever, and then just slightly take your whole legs, your knees to the left side. Do not go further than you'll feel this opposite hip come up off the mat. So it's a very slight movement. You should feel a stretch across your abdomen, and then also you'll feel in your lower back. It's very slight. And now let's try that to the other side. Make sure you're straight, and then let it come just slightly over, keeping those legs and feet together and keeping your feet flat on the ground. And just that slight movement, you'll feel a stretch across here, and keep those hips glued to the ground. You should feel a little stretch in that lower back and across the abdominals. Let's breathe. And then have your feet come back, your knees back up. And I want here then to, let's just drop our knees open. And I want you to continue with the breathing. Let's focus on the breath. Let the breath relax us. Let the breath let everything go. Let's focus on a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Focus on making your inhale the same length as your exhale, and slow and steady. Nothing choppy, just slow and steady. Let those hips fall open. Feel no tension. Feel your body heavy. Especially feel that weight pulling down and opening the hips. Think of your body heavy and relaxed. Another full breath. Just let go as you let that breath, that exhale go. And then let's bring your knees back together. And then I want to take one knee in and the other opposite leg straight out. And just squeeze that in. Remember to continue to think of pressing into that mat. This you'll feel a slight stretch more on one side. And breathing. And let's switch legs. Pulling that knee gently, but also a little firm, wherever it feels nice. Be gentle. Breathing. Excellent job. And then let's go ahead and bring our knees back up. And this time we're going to let our legs fall open. Let's go to the right and just let them fall. As slowly turning your head to the opposite direction. You can spread out your arms a little bit and just let those legs fall. They may not fall completely, just the way it feels nice, whatever way, just let them fall to the side. And let your body again feel heavy, relaxed. And breathe, paying attention to where you're feeling that release. And let's slowly come back up, straighten out a little bit, and then the other side. Let those knees drop. Slowly take your head to the other side. And just let your body melt. Breathing. Nice. And then let's slowly bring those legs back up. And let's bring both of your knees into your chest. And just give a nice pull. Pressing your lower back into the mat. And go ahead and just rock side to side. And then let's put our knees down and go ahead and keep your feet out a little bit and let your knees point in towards each other and let them fall towards each other. So your feet should be out and your knees should be drawing in towards each other. And this is a really small movement as well, but you're going to feel that. You should already feel a little release in the lower back. Make sure you're somewhat more still glued into the mat, your lower back, but just try and relax it and let the knees fall into each other and feel that release. This really kind of makes us work a little more inward. A lot of times we're working outward, but we're not working inward. So just feel that. I love this for my lower back. It feels so good. Really let your knees, with the resistance of the knees, let those legs fall together. Breathing. And then now let's go ahead and bring our feet back in together. I want you to ground your heels into the mat. Take your hands and you're just gonna make sure, and your heels will be ground into the mat. Think of putting that resistance there and just slightly take your hands and we're just gonna push out on our thighs. We're gonna literally pull apart that lower back and you'll feel that it's literally like you're creating space in between those lower vertebrae. And then come back in and pull the pelvis back, pull the abdominals in, and then forward, and then press, just gently, very gently. Breathing, you should feel that space. And then back again. And one more time. Push and pull. You're just pushing slightly, but you'll feel that you've created that space. And release back. Wonderful. And just kind of let your legs fall open. Your palms facing up towards the ceiling. Let them fall open. Let everything fall and just relax. Stay here as long as you can. Remember, relaxing the body is so important. It's such an important part of getting fit and strong. The resting and the relaxing is so huge in accomplishing that. I hope you've enjoyed this. Keep breathing, keep relaxing, and I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day.